Let's have a look at another example. This one is on the euro yen. And I think I'm going to show you a trade here now that we didn't take. And I'm going to show you why. This is a good, I want to show you ones. I just don't want to show you just a bunch of winners. I think it's good to see these ones too. So let's take it. This one's set up on Thursday, November the 18th. So what do we want to know? We want to know what the range is coming into the 18th. So here's the 15th, 16th, 17th. So here, as of the 17th, what do we know? We know that the average daily range is 100. You should read it right down here when I put my cursor over this candle. 12157, so it's 122 pips. That's what that means, okay? Go up to our calculator. 122 pips goes in here. That tells us we need 18, say 19 pips, 19 pips or so for the swing, okay? So far, so good. And my little virus database, or my antivirus just updated. Thank you very much. Right in the middle of this. Anyway, we go down to our 1 hour chart now, and this was on the coming into the 18th. Sorry, I got the wrong chart here. Let's move this ahead. So here's what happened. Was price rallying or dropping into the London close? It was rallying. See this? There's the 18th. It's rallying up from back into here. When my day, actually, my start of my day was right here on this little candle right here. The low is 112.50. So if it's rallying, I add the 5-day average daily range to the low, right? So just go 112.50. That was the low. Add the ADR onto it, and you get 113.72 is the expected high. That's this red dashed line right here. Is that good resistance up there? What do you think? Really nice, eh? See that? You can tell I'm from Canada because I said A, right? So we hit this resistance, and it's coming into the London close right in here. So let's go see what that looks like. So I've got to move this ahead to that day. Sorry about that. So what it did is price rally. So it actually, that ADR 113.72 it was, remember? So I'll just put that on here. 113, just to remind you where the ADR was. Right there. Just make it red. And a little, whoops, little dot dash. So what it did is it hit it here initially, came back down and retested it, and then bounced down at the London close after hitting this resistance. Okay, here's where we start to look for the London close at 10 a.m. Eastern, but it had gone down below its ADR, and it came back above it and retested these highs. It's time to start looking for a sell up here. I'm going to take this line off here just to get the clutter out of here, and I'll just zoom it out a little bit. Okay. As price dropped, we look for a rally back up. So why not sell it at 113.79? Because look at this. Look at the swing, 13 pips. We need 19 pips or 20 pips. It's no good. Not good enough. In fact, it actually made another little drop right down. You could say, oh, what about down here? Well, we still only have 15 pips. That's not good enough. And good thing we didn't get in, because look what it did. It went back up, stops you out. So this is a really nice trade, actually, set up perfectly, but the swing wasn't good enough. These parameters are in here for a reason, so pay attention to them. I wanted to show you this example because it's a really good one just to illustrate when to stay out of a trade. It's all fine to get into a trade and make all this money, but sometimes you got to stay out of a trade.
It's wimpy.
It's wimpy. There you go. The technical term again. It's a wimpy swing. Can you add anything to that, Shirley, or is that
no?
enough?
That's clear. We didn't take that trade. Yeah,
we passed on it because Shirley and I were talking about that one, and then what happened? It just came down after that and didn't do much of anything. So never made it a 79% after this either.
I know Kathy took the trade, but she also used some advanced strategies with it that you're going to learn in the advanced strategy section. And had I taken the trade, if the swing had not been wimpy, there are some things you could do to mitigate a loss.
Yeah, that's going to be real cool. Now, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you something. I'm sure he's got a fantastic little loss mitigation strategy that's going to be out within this next week. But I want you to walk before you run here. This is advanced stuff. It's heady. and it'll make lots of sense to you, but when you're ready for it. Okay, so please don't jump. I just don't want you to get all confused and um, all that before you really learn this, because you just be kicking yourself for not learning the strategy. It's a really nice one. So anyway,